Hello and welcome to another pit stop video. This one is for Montana, coming from White Goblin Games, designed by Rüdiger Dorn and playing 2 to 4 players. Montana is set during the mid-19th century and is a race game where players are going to use workers to gather resources so that they can in turn place settlements on the landscape as quickly as they possibly can. So let's look at the actions that get you to that point. First, we're going to look at recruiting. Now, workers in this game are very much disposable and they're only going to stay on your board until you use them. So you're going to need a continuing supply. You're going to flick this spinner and wherever you land are the workers that you're going to get. If you wish to spend a grain, you can move that spinner on and you're going to be able to get whatever's in the next area. So in this case, it's a pumpkin and a copper worker. So why are we spending those workers? Well, we're going to put them on this area over here, and this is going to get us our resources. So you've got the bank, which is going to give you straight up money. You've got copper, stone, grain, and pumpkins. And this area here is the city, but we'll talk about that at the end. Now the bank, you can play any type of workers, whether it be 1, 2, or 3, to get the amount of money depicted. And we're going to concentrate on copper because it's exactly the same as the others. And you're going to spend a copper worker, and you're going to spend 6 money in this case to get 3 pieces of copper. Now you can get the bonus once you go there. Now it will cost you either 1 copper worker, or in this case has been done above 2 of any other type of worker. Now workers stay on the board until that area is filled up. So I've just filled up that copper area with that action. Now these all clear, and now that area is now available for use again to everybody. I mentioned the city. Now that brings a bidding mechanic into the game. So let's look at how that works. You're going to pay the pumpkin amount to go on one of these columns, and depending on what the reward you want, that's the row you're going to choose. So let's say red chooses to go, I just want to spend 1 pumpkin, but I really want that reward. Blue can be nasty and say, you know what, I've got plenty of pumpkins. I'm going to go here to block you off, and red either decides I'm going to spend 4 pumpkins now or I'm out. If red can also decide to move to another row. And once that's all been decided, you're going to get the rewards. Cows we'll talk about later. That's straight up money. This is resources, but this is increasing your small resources to large. So you can get a small copper and turn it into a large copper. And that's all for placing on the board to place your settlements. Speaking of which, let's go on to that section of the game, the placement and the building of your settlements. So to place a settlement, you must place adjacent to another settlement or the start tile, and then you must pay the resources depicted on the board. So in this case, blue can very much place here. Now this is a canteen which can be expended once you get it by placing adjacent to it to get another turn straight after the turn you've just had. Very handy thing to have. If you place it over a cow, then you're going to get that cow, and we'll talk about cows, what they do in a moment. Other placement rules. You can place 2, if you see this symbol here with the 2 cabins, usually found on this sort of prairie area. Or if you finish a straight line of 4 of your own colour, then you get to place a second one there. Now you can spend any amount of these cows at any time during your turn for 3 money, 1 of the resources available, and 1 of any colour worker. Another thing to mention about this game, if the resources should run out and it's your turn and you would be collecting something, then all the players must give back 1 of each until the amount that you are about to collect is back in the pile. So again, something to be mindful of. The game ends by somebody placing their last settlement on the board. You finish that round, and whoever has the most settlements then is the winner. If it's a tie, then it's going to go to cows and canteens still on your player board. If it's a tie still, then it's money, workers, and resources. And that was a pit stop for Montana. If you like this video, please go to our YouTube channel for more pit stops. For more in-depth coverage of gaming, we have our Game Pit podcast. Pick that up wherever you usually pick your podcasts. And thank you very much for watching.